So good evening, everyone, and welcome to the first 2016 call. I'm so excited to see all your faces here this evening. And we're just going to be chatting to a good friend of mine this evening. And yeah, I'm just really excited to be here. I'm really excited that we're here for the first one of 2016. How friggin' cool is that? Like, I'm so excited for this year. And I'm so excited to be kicking a clean lean 2016 with all of you beautiful people sat in front of me. So I know that the guy that we're going to be talking to has been absolutely rocking this year, like taking it by storm. So I know Isaac wanted to talk a little bit about, the two special people that we've got on the call tonight, and just thank you for all turning up and taking time out of your evening.
Yeah, thanks guys for coming on, and just my special welcome to all of you too, and I'm just so happy to see some of your faces I haven't seen since 2015. So let's get started. I want to welcome the two people who we're interviewing tonight. So these two people are just extraordinary. They've blown my expectations I had of them out of the water, and quite possibly their own. And I'm going to introduce them individually and just say a little bit about them and kind of who they are for Rach and I.
Yeah.
So these two people, we'll start with Kay, because we introduced Kay, well, Rach introduced Kay to the products, Isagenix products, around just before Christmas period, or just before?
Yeah, it was December.
Yeah, November.
December, yeah. So they got introduced in December, and as soon as they caught vision of what the products could do for their health and how they could be an inspiration for people, Kay just saw that and was so excited. So excited, she just had to share it with people straight away. And she did. That's exactly what she did do. When she signed up two of her friends, Junior, who's also on the call we'll be talking to, and her friend Rosetta, and she became a consultant straight away. So Kay is absolutely amazing. I have so much love for her, and so does Rach, and I just can't wait for her to share her story with you guys. And the second person we have on the call tonight is Junior, and Junior, like I said, was enrolled by Kay. So Junior's going to be sharing his story. He has absolutely loved the products. He loves the culture of this business. He came to the event last weekend, New Year kickoff, and he's just an absolute firecracker. And just the belief that pulls out of this guy, honestly, you can't help but be inspired by what he's making happen for himself and who he is for other people and what he wants to make happen for his future as well, with Isagenix as his vehicle. So those are the two extraordinary people we have on the call. They have amazing product stories to share with you. And so what we're going to do is we'll start first off. I want to start with Kay. So Kay, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Cool. Hey, Kay. So Kay, I just want to start off right kind of from the beginning. I do want to say both you and Junior come from Islander backgrounds. So I know there's some people don't really know how you guys work as a culture. I do know a bit of it, but I just want you to share what it's been like growing up in island culture and with your family, and just the way you guys eat, and just speak to that a little bit. I just wanted to start there first.
I just want to say, first of all, thank you for that mean-ass introduction. And, hi, everyone.
Oh, we just love you guys so much. I'm so happy to be here.
Cool. So, starting with the whole growing up in food. Food in our family is everything. From, the little things, especially when it comes to fat. Adding fat into anything you can think of, fat into chicken, all our meat, all our vegetables, all of that. It's like a extra flavor kind of thing. So that's the kind of lifestyle that we grow up in. Well, I can talk for myself. But, all I know is food. My whole life, food.
Yeah. And what's that been like for you growing up? Because I know it's had some sort of impact. So can you just share a bit about what it's been like for you growing up, having that sort of relationship to food?
So for me, it hasn't really affected me personally, but it's just my parents, my grandparents. Now till this day, I don't have any grandparents. I only have my parents left, which kind of sucks. And that's all come down to things like diabetes, heart disease, just things like that.
Yeah, yeah. It's it's just there's a whole lot of health issues, and I see the same thing in a lot of my family as well. And it's such a common thing with Māori and Pacific Islanders. And so I did want to point that out, that there are just a lot of health issues going around, and we have something that can just help people's overall health too. So that's cool, Kay. And I'm going to go to Junior now and just ask you, Junior, what's it been like for you? So same sort of question. What's it been like for you growing up in an Islander family, and you know, just having that sort of relationship to food too? Because I assume it's the same sort of thing. That's why you're nodding.
Yeah, yeah, it's sort of the same as how Kay grew up. Like all us islanders grew up around food, and we like to mix fat into everything. And then just to have that come against us and lose people that we love because of the way that we were eating. So yeah, pretty much it. It's just food. We always love our food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that really, really touches me to just think that solely because of what we put into our bodies, you can end up losing the people that you care about, you know, too young, really. And I know that's something that we spoke about when we first met you, and you know, a big part of the reason that you are doing what you do and kind of kicking ass in terms of your family and what you're standing for in terms of food, and really changing that kind of mentality of what to eat and what's kind of good to put into your body and what's not. So
yeah.
And I just want to start from now, like skipping forward a bit now from growing up. So before you started Isogenics, like what's life been like for you, like dealing with the weight you put on from the impact of growing up the way you have? What was it like before Isogenics, and how did you feel? And yeah, tell me a bit about that.
Yeah. Well, before Isogenics, I thought I was living a good life, like drinking, anything, having a good time. I need to realize every morning I wake up, I'm tired, don't want to do anything.
That's how Boogie was, and then where they've got. And I was,
Sorry.
no,
So you just want to mute yourself.
that's
Pardon?
now with
No, sorry,
Isogenics.
it's just
Sorry, we're
someone
just
that's
talking
not
to
on.
Sonia.
We can actually.
It's a video call.
Yeah.
Isaac and Rach, you guys can mute those people.
Yeah. Thanks, man. We've done that now. Cool.
Awesome. Yeah, so you were just saying a little bit about what it was like before Isogenics. Like, yeah, what was life like for you? What was it like getting up every day? How were you kind of feeling in your body? And I know that you showed me a certain photo of yourself, so it'd be really great to take it back to that time. Like, what was it like when you were in, just using that photo as an example? Obviously we don't have that photo in front of us, but we can describe what the photo was like for you. And what was life like when you showed me that picture of you at your biggest?
Well, at that time, I thought that I was healthy at that time. Didn't actually think I was that big until I actually took a good hard look in the mirror and realized, oh my gosh, what the heck is going on? But I'm always tired. Every day I go to work, always tired. I don't know where I get my energy from.
Okay.
I think it's the food that I eat that really put me into that state.
Yeah.
It was hard.
Yeah. And then I came along.
What was the thought
And then Rachel came.
And so what was the thought you had about yourself when you did look in the mirror at that time? Like, what was the exact thought you could have had, if you don't mind sharing?
I don't know. I used to be in sports, but then at that time that I looked in the mirror and realized how big I was just lost for words. Didn't know what to do. So I'll start eating healthy. Well, I thought that was healthy enough.
Yeah. So it was really like a complete, and Kay, you can probably comment on this as well. It was like a complete re-education that we kind of went through at the beginning of your Isagenix journey, because what we think is healthy and what is actually healthy are often two very different things.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's so true. I've learned so much since the beginning. I don't know if you remember, Rachel. There was a conversation that we had, and it was just before one of the breakthrough events. And you said something to me in the bathroom, and you said a person cannot change something that they don't know. Till this day, I still keep that in my head. So anytime that I think about talking to someone about like food and stuff, I always make sure to not just jump down their throat kind of thing and like fill them up with all this information, because taking them like a step at a time is the best thing that I've learned to do now. And it's the same thing that I do like on a daily basis. Take everything a step at a time with my whole eating, exercise, my personal being, myself kind of thing, communication, all of that. It's you're just learning on a daily basis, and that's what Isagenix has really gifted for me.
Yeah, I remember that conversation as well. Yeah. People are just doing the best with what they know, right? And I have to remind myself of that. So it's a really good thing to come from.
So good. And Kay, can you tell us a bit too about what's it? I know you've had a slightly different journey to junior, so can you tell me a bit about like what it was like before Isagenix, like how it's been like in your sort of more adult years, like dealing with having that non-education, you know, not knowing that there's a different way that you could be eating or a different way that you could be, you know, feeding your body. What was it actually like to try and do something about it, but not be able to actually make the change you wanted?
Oh wow, how can I say that? Oh, all I can say from the start of Isagenix, I didn't, to be honest, I didn't take it on board like as fast as probably Junior did with the whole healthy eating kind of thing. But I now that I've lost like the amount of weight that I have now, I see that yeah.
Yeah, you just see that anything's possible.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. We still got you.
I think maybe we just lost a couple of words there.
Which part?
Oh, we just heard you say, so now you've started changing what you eat that you can see, and then that was it.
Yeah. And then not only that, like how I portion all my stuff. So before I used to eat bread. Now I don't even touch bread. Before I used to eat like stuff like potatoes and stuff, and now I'm like munching out on carrots and parsnip and stuff I never grew up on. So it's a good change from what I'm seeing now.
That's so cool. Yeah, I love that. And what I'm so proud of about you guys is you took it on. So like whatever we would say, you would just go okay, and you'd take it on. I just want to acknowledge you guys for that as well. So
and I can vouch for that because I see you eating carrots all the time.
Exactly, yeah. So now I just want to go into a bit about too, like what was it like you touched on it, Junior? So you were saying how you felt quite tired. You felt quite, you know, your health wasn't at where you wanted to be, and neither was your weight too. So can you share a bit more about like just before you started Isagenix, like where you were at mindset wise, like how you were kind of thinking, like what were you doing about it at the time, just before you started?
Yeah. Well, before Isagenix, when my cousin came from Rarotonga, she's already started on the healthy eating bus. So she asked me to join her, so might as well join, and, you know, just to be there to eat healthy in our house. So it was a couple of weeks when I already started eating healthy before Isagenix. and it was good. I thought it was good. Yeah.
And you guys had already started to kind of make steps, hadn't you, to see what you could do in terms of looking after your health? I know both of you, Kay. You know, what else were you doing in terms of like kind of trying to get fit? Because you were already on that kind of buzz together, weren't you? It wasn't just separately. You kind of worked together in terms of like accountability partners.
Yeah, because Junior.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Junior, 2.5 years ago, I saw that picture of you. You just showed me a few days ago when you were 21, and you were huge. Like not. I guess that's not like that.
No, yeah.
It's crazy where you've come to now, like even before you started Isagenix. So you already had this sort of like healthy craze that you were kind of on. And so I guess you could say where you were at, how I saw you when we talked to you, because I remember we both met up with you and you kind of weren't having a bar of it. You were just like, oh, I don't really need this. But you're just here to kind of
I'm just trying to please ask me too.
Yeah. And I remember the thing that I said, and I know you sometimes have said this to me, the thing that inspired you was when I said, you know, who could you be for your dad? Who could you be for your family, as an inspiration to what's truly possible if you took your health to a whole nother level. And so what was it in that really kind of inspired you to kind of just to see that and to open yourself up to what Isagenix is about?
I think what made me join is because I have my friend there with me, and she was signing up as well. So I would what do you call?
Yeah.
I wouldn't like join if it was me on my own, unless I had somebody else there with me, which I had Kay and Rosetta.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, it's what made me jump into joining Isagenix.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah.
What about you, Kay? Like, I know that you were very different. Like, you were a very different kettle of fish. I just was sharing with you, and then you were just like kind of like really open to it, and then you were the one that was like kind of, you came to the event with Simon. But what really had you kind of think this is something that I want to do?
I was pretty much like what Junior was saying. I was only doing it, you know, because I got asked to go somewhere, and I thought, oh nah, don't just say no, just go and try it out, kind of thing. And the thing that buzzed me out was when we got to Breakthrough, and I was listening to all these. And I met Kate in there, and I was listening to all these stories, inspirational stories of people that went up on stage, and I thought, hey, like maybe one day that could be me, but I was still standoffish. It wasn't until I went back to work and I was sharing the story with Junior, and he was like, oh my gosh, like that could be us, Kay, that could be us. And I'm like, yeah, nah, I doubt it. These people pretty much like lost so much weight. And he's like, nah, honest, that could be us together. We can do this. We got this. We're going to the gym, you know, let's step it up a notch, kind of thing. So that's pretty much why I started Isagenix, and now it's like a different story. It's what I want for my future, kind of thing. And yeah, I pretty much gotta like thank Junior for all of that, because if it wasn't for him pushing the idea, I reckon we wouldn't be in Isagenix, kind of thing.
Oh my gosh, I need to like stop both of you there, because there's two real key things that you guys have said that are just, everyone on the call needs to really hear this. So one thing was, Junior, both of you, Junior and Kay, didn't want to start unless you were starting with your friend, your best friend. And I remember thinking back 15 months when I started, I remember feeling exactly the same way. Like Adam started first, and then he got me started. Like he wanted his best friend on it. I was the first person he called, and he called Josh straight after. And then same thing with me. I was like, I got my mum on board. Like she was on board straight away, and you know, I got my brother as well. So and it was just makes such a difference. And I can just hear it's that knowing that you're going to have that accountability, knowing you're going to have that support, and your friend doing anything with your friends is fun anyway. So that was the number one thing I just wanted to point out for all of you on the call. Just having your friends on board this with you just makes it just so much more fun.
Yeah.
And
Can I just point out, Isaac?
Yeah.
It's not just, see, for me and Junior, it's not just any friend. Junior has been a part of my life for about nearly 8 years now.
Yeah.
And I reckon, yeah, you just have to have that kind of bond.
Yeah.
We've gone to school together. We've worked together. We know each other's buttons, kind of thing. We know what works. We know what doesn't work. And if you don't have that right friend next to you who doesn't support you like 100%, and who isn't your cheerleader from day one, I feel like it won't work.
Mm. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's really key. And when you see Adam and Isaac's friendship, you understand why they were so kind of hell-bent on doing it together as well, because it's really the same thing. Yeah, it truly is. And I think that's gold. Like, this company, they know, like, you know, we it's U+2, and not just U+2 for fun. It's U+2 because everybody wants to do things in an environment where you can support each other. And you guys have truly been that for each other. Like, I've seen it day in, day out, the double cleanses, and we'll get to that bit. But it's phenomenal, like phenomenal. I can't say anything else. I'm so proud of you both. And yeah, it's just really proud.
Rachel's moved, I'll take over. So
I'm just crying.
Hey, no crying.
The second thing I wanted to say was events, like how important events are too, because, you know, they're the places. Like, I remember I went to at least 6 or 7 opportunity meetings before I even enrolled. So it's amazing how much events have an impact on people. And Kay, you came to such a perfect event. You came to the Peter Kelly and Eric Coover event, the Breakthrough one. It was just such an awesome one. I'm so glad you got to come to that one. And then, you know, Junior also got the opportunity to come to New Year Kickoff last weekend and just being reinvigorated around that too, for his health goals and for his financial future. So I just wanted to point that out too, because you guys did touch on how events were a key part to having you start this journey too. Cool. So I want to really get into the like cool, fun stuff now. So, like, in terms of like how you've gone into your Isagenix journey and you took on using the products, and, you know, I'll start with Kay first. You got really excited about sharing it with people, and so what, like, you started Junior and Rosetta. Literally, you were at our house. The 3 of you started literally the same night. We enrolled you all together at our house, and it was just such an exciting, fun time. And so, what was it like just knowing that you're gonna have, like, your best friend Rosetta on this journey with you? Like, what did that feel like?
It felt awesome. When we first got there, I wasn't too sure if all 3 of us were keen to sign up at the same time, but I think Rosetta lit the firecracker for all of us, and she pretty much amped us up. She's like, yeah, bro, we've got this. We're all signing up today. Me and Junior are looking at each other like, what, are you serious? Are we signing up? She's like, yeah, we're signing up. So we all signed up on the same day. And I don't think I've ever looked at another day the same way since that day.
Yes.
Like, all these, like, amazing things just keep on happening every day. So, yeah.
That's awesome.
And like, I know, Kay, you before you signed up, you were just such a ball of energy, and I used to see your photos on Facebook even before you started Isagenix, and you were just like you. So many people love you for how, like, me particularly, I love how cute you are in your photos and what you were doing when you got the Isagenix shapes and how you would be hugging them and getting a photo taken of you. And it's just like full of energy that you are. Like, it just got how I saw it, and you can say more about this, is that you just got to see Isagenix was just something that you could add in to fuel that energy and to put that energy into something that you know is going to make a real difference for you and other people around you. That's how I saw you. But do you want to say anything else about that?
Yeah, but before Isagenix, I felt like I lost my little fire of energy. Life pretty much started to kick in, things were going downhill kind of thing. Work wasn't as fun as it is now, and wasn't until Rach came in and, you know, the weirdness in a person, I didn't know it's like a cool thing. To me, it's like, oh, nah, when you're weird and you're excited over nothing, that's not normal kind of thing.
Yeah, true.
And yeah, and so I didn't have that massive ass light that I have now. And then when I got into Isogenics, oh man, did I get a fireball shot at me. So yeah, it's cool. I've gotten my energy back, my excitement, my happiness, my love for life, everything I've gotten it back. I'm loving the little things. The littlest things, I appreciate the littlest things, and it's nice to have that back in my life again.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's so cool. And you know, I just want to I don't know if there's anything you want to say, but like so much, yeah, so grateful for what you've just shared, because I think that's really something that we can all resonate with on this call. And for the people that aren't yet in Isogenics or on this call, it's something that, you know, is just given when you're in this environment, when you're putting this incredible nutrition into your body. So what is the, you know, when we talk about how your body's changed since you started Isogenics back at the end of last year, Kay, you know, really what's the kind of sum total that you've kind of ended up losing so far on the products?
Okay, so I started approximately on the 26th of November. Correct me if I'm wrong, Junior. And so far to this day, from the last cleanse day that we did last week, I've lost 13.5 kgs.
That's crazy, yeah.
I know, that's freaking awesome.
I can't keep
And like, not only that, I've like come down from on the top. I don't know if most ladies know what size 20, 22 is, but yeah, now I'm a size 16 on the top and size 14 on the bottom, and I used to rock the 20s and the 18s. So I'm kind of gutted at the moment that I can't like do my little shaky dance on the camera, but yeah, I'll post up some photos.
I bet you're done. Oh, that's freaking cool, man. Like, I can't keep up with you guys because every time I ask you, you've lost more weight. So I didn't actually know that much. Because the last time I asked you, it was less. That's freaking awesome.
And Mr. Junior, you have been the absolute, ever since you started, king of the double cleanse. I've never, ever seen anyone in Isogenics take on double cleanses the way you do, back to back every week.
Both of you guys.
And yeah, and you too, Kay. And I just see, the reason why I say Junior is because he posts up about it every time. And every time I see him, I'm like, oh, and I'm sure other people feel like, they're like, oh yeah. Cleanse.
Yeah. Because like you're double cleansing every friggin' week.
Yeah. And you're just a massive inspiration to people around that. But I want now just share with us like what's been your total weight loss so far since you started.
Drum roll, please.
Wow. Yeah. You need to go
together now.
You might have lost.
When what was the day? On my 28th day, I went over to Isaac and them and told them that I lost 11.1, and that was just my first 28 days. And then now, from then till now, is 14.2. My total lot weight.
It was
The man.
I'm just like, what? You guys are just both going to be up on stage winning the Ice Body Challenge together. Like, that's cool.
That's why I wanted to touch on, like, I know how committed you've been to completely transforming your health. And I know, like, the Ice Body Challenge, our 16-week body transformation challenge has been the, like, thing that you've been like, That freaking thing is mine. I'm gonna make this happen.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna be lean and
Yeah,
freaking.
man.
This is all you ever say to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate that all the time. Lifestyle Damien Frey
Damien will be
just,
put aside to be
Brian
junior
Darcy in the
Parianga.
Do you remember looking at Damien Frey's face, just like, yeah, man, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so proud of you. That's freaking awesome. Actually, I thought it was 13 and a half because, like I said, it's just always more. I never know. So that's crazy. And what has that been like? Because I know we just keep saying to you, like, where are you, Junior? Because you're so much smaller. Like, you can't. You're just so much smaller when you see your face, your body. But like, what is that like for you, just on a day-to-day basis, being like that much lighter?
It's been great. Like, having Ionix in the morning and night just gives me better rest, and when I get up in the morning, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's just full of energy in the morning, especially at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, yeah. That's awesome. And I bet the experience of your body is completely different in terms of like moving around, just like, yeah, just experiencing yourself.
Because
as a
what could
person.
you even compare that to? 14.2 kgs and 5 kgs. That it's just like bags. Like how big a bag of potatoes would that have to be? Just it's quite a bit of weight to like all of a sudden like that in a short amount of time come off, and you're no longer carrying that bag around anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
I can personally say that it's freaking awesome to be carried again. When I first met Simon, I couldn't do that run and jump thing, and the person catches you. Like, he'd probably fall on the ground. But now, I don't know if any of you have seen my one on Facebook, and I can run and jump and climb on her shoulders and everything because I'm that light now.
That's awesome, Kay.
And it's just gonna get better.
Yeah, I know.
God, you're gonna be doing
It's gonna get
handstands
so much
on
better.
his shoulders and.
I just like,
Yeah.
I can't wait to like, you guys are just rocking like bikini as 6-pack bodies, and I'm just gonna be like, I knew them from the start. I freaking knew them.
You guys better remember us when you're on top.
Yeah, when you're on stage.
Oh, of course.
And I just know that. I just know you'll get there. I just know it to be so. Like I don't even have a single doubt in my mind because I see every day how determined you both are. I don't know if you've ever done I think maybe there was like maybe one single cleanse you guys did in the last month and a half. Every week is just a double cleanse. Like I just see double cleansing again. And you know, going from like what you used to do, like in terms of like food to double cleansing. Like when we talked about how you guys used to eat, like how your family eat. Junior, you were telling me the other day about what type of food what your family consume over Christmas and UK. Like,
Yep, that's us.
Right? And that to not eat to 2 days, your intermittent fasting is just like you've just done a friggin' 180. That is phenomenal. So anybody who says to me they can't do this, I'm just gonna go speak to these guys. That's it.
And that brings me, and I want Kate to answer this first and then you, Junior, but that brings me to like a really important question, which is, you know, I find a lot of people commit to these goals that they want to achieve, whether it's for, you know, 2016 or whatever goal they're wanting to achieve, the Ice Body Challenge, or they've got a wedding coming up. People commit to these goals, but they seem to fall off the bandwagon like maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks, and they fall off the bandwagon. But you guys have the key thing that you guys have shown is consistency. Like time after time after time, day after day, week after week, you keep up what you're doing and you keep getting the results because of that. So, Kay, what is it for you? What's your number one motivator? What really pushes you going and keep consistent?
Be quiet.
Well, I have to like give big praises to the person who's always answering his phone like 1 o'clock in the morning when I'm feeling down, and that's Junior actually, because
Yeah, because I kick
over,
your ass.
yeah. Over the Christmas period, or before the Christmas period, I was feeling like, nah, this is not working for
Mm.
me, because I wasn't seeing the results that Junior was getting, that kind of thing. And at the end of that, I had to be reminded, I'm not a dude, I'm not Junior, and I'm not, we're like, our bodies are different, kind of thing. So the inspiration for me is having my best friend by my side and being able to call on my support group, like you and Rachel, and even going to the ISA testimonial pages and looking at all the inspirational stories, things like that, the little things like that. It's a really big help for me, just seeing that I'm not the only person who's struggling, kind of thing, and I'm not the only person who's finding it hard. Like, there's heaps of people out there who are struggling, but they keep on top and they keep on going at it, and they never give up.
Yeah.
That's it. And there's a few things you said, but like that first thing you said is so key. And I wouldn't be where I'm at in terms of my body and my health if it wasn't for Rach. Like having that accountability partner, and it can be anyone, you know, like it could be a friend, it could be a family member, whoever. But that makes such the hugest difference, having that person who holds you accountable, and you know you can rely on them too. So, Junior, thanks so much for being that person for Kay, because she might not still be here if it wasn't for you.
Oh, always gonna kick her butt.
I'll tell you what, like I can only speak for myself, and I'm going to share a bit more about this on Facebook, because this call isn't about me, but you know, I sent my Ice Body Challenge photos today, like for the complete woo, and
Yeah.
sense of achievement that you have when you complete something, like within, like as you set out to do, with integrity, like something that lasts more than, you know, a few days, because I can't even remember the last thing that I completed, like that was long term. Like really, I just have this terror, and I'm doing lots of coaching and stuff at the moment to develop myself in terms of my commitment to my word. But that's just something I've always struggled with. I'm going to set this goal and I'm going to achieve this goal. And I see people struggling with it all the time. And it's just so priceless what you said, Kay, because once you get to where you want to be, like once you've released that 30 kilos or whatever it is you're aiming to do, you guys, like the sense of achievement you're going to feel when you finish your Ice Body Challenge will be like nothing you've ever experienced. It was so cool. And you'll be able to show people, anybody can do this, like anybody, any member of your family, any person you meet on the street, any person like in New Zealand, any person around the world can do what you've done simply by you doing it and showing them. And I think that's so cool.
Mm. That's so cool. And Junior, so for you, it's like you've been, it's crazy just watching you and just seeing you flourish on in person and on Facebook every time I come and see you at your workplace and stuff. And I'm just so proud of you as well. And what is it for you that's been your number one biggest motivator to keep you being that kind of person that keeps inspiring people and keeps holding other people to account, like Kay? And you know, what has you motivated to keep going day by day every time you wake up in the morning?
Well, since I started, well, me and Kay did our took a photo to upload to Ice Body, and that's when I realized that Moses, that needs to change. I don't like this. I don't like that. And I took a shirtless photo, and that's like right now it's on the back of my mind, telling me that why do I want to end up like that again? Like, keep going. You can change that body. So it's always at the back of my mind, thinking, oh my gosh, no. I'm not going back to that body. I'm going to a new body. So it's what keeps me going. Is looking at the photo and having it at the back of my mind. Yeah. What keeps me going.
So good. I see. One thing I know I've said it, Adam said it to me, you know, Rachel said it, I've noticed it, is every time, and now I know that you must have that on your mind all day, every day. Because I always see in your eye, there's just this look in your eye when I look at you and I go, that guy 110% believes and that he's going to fulfill his goals, he's going to make it happen. Like you're going to complete your ice body challenge and you're going to smash it out of the water and you're going to be a finalist contestant and win the ice body challenge. I see that in your eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's that belief and confidence that you have. So I really wanted to point that out to people, that you want that sort of belief for yourself. Like Junior, there's nothing special about Junior really. Like he's just like any one of us, and he's motivated by that before photo that he has. He doesn't want to end up like that again. So whatever it is for you guys that you want to motivate yourself with, get that thing and keep it in your mind all the time, because that's exactly what you've done as a junior.
Yeah. And do you know what the best part about this is now, guys? Like, you can literally apply that to any area of your life. Like, whatever you want, you can just visualize what you want, whether it be visualize what you want or visualize what you don't want to be again, and you can just go, just run for that. It can be, making $1 million. Like, we've been doing lots of work on our business today, and that's all you do is you just set a goal, you go get the goal, and the fact that you've now achieved what you achieved is just set the pace for every area being just as extraordinary as your health.
Yeah.
Cool. And so you guys are now in a place where you know what's possible in terms of what these products can do for you and do for others. And so I know that you're sharing this opportunity with other people. I just want you to say a bit about what had you want to start really sharing this opportunity, Junior?
Well, at first I didn't want to. I want to keep it to myself. Then one of my niece's husband contacted me last week, which was a shocker because we've never spoken since they got married. Like, I wasn't that type to confront and talk to. But I guess he saw what I was doing on Facebook, and because I invited his wife and the sister to one of our launches, that got him thinking because he's always wanted a six-pack, and he's doing kickboxing at the moment, but I thought he had one anyway. But he said, because his wife wants to join, and because of me, the wife's so keen to join, and he wants to support his wife with it. So I thought, okay. So we had a meet up Friday, and he's been keen. He's really keen to jump on board with his wife and the sister-in-law.
Yes.
That's so cool.
I remember
So you couldn't even help it. You kind of had to share it in the end because people were coming. Your family.
Yeah. Your nieces there. And I was like, all of them were like, it was right before Christmas, and they were just thinking, we'll just do it after Christmas. We'll just do it when Junior gets results. I love that.
Yeah.
We'll just do it.
So I was pretty much the guinea pig.
The guinea pig.
Yeah.
And now people are like, this thing.
Yeah.
I'm very keen to join now.
I bet they are.
Yeah.
And Kate, you must be so proud because, if it wasn't for you, Junior and Rosetta wouldn't have started, and Junior wouldn't have gotten the results he's getting, and it was you that kicked.
Yeah, because I had Rachel on hold for how many weeks?
Yeah, exactly. I remember one day. If I could show you could lose this amount of weight, would you be interested? Just real straight, and you're just like, how do I do that? I'm not even allowed you on Facebook yet. How do I do that?
So I wanted to ask Kate. Kate, you are the person who started this all off. How does it feel for you to be the one that just really made all what's happen now and what's happened so far with Junior?
Yes.
How can I say I can't take credit for all of that? At the end of the day, it was a group thing. It was a team effort kind of thing. I pretty much looked to my other two friends to see what we could do to start this journey together, And yeah, I doubt we would have started if it was just one of us kind of thing. There had to be the three of us, otherwise it wouldn't have worked. But I'm so proud. I'm proud of how far both of them have come so far, and I'm just excited about what we're gonna show like everyone in this year alone, and how far we can take it.
Yeah,
You
that's
guys
cool.
are so awesome. Like, I just can't get over how your guys' attitude of like, you just don't give up on each other. Like, you just don't. Like, never will you guys give up on each other. You'll always be committed to each other achieving, like bigger than that person can see themselves. And I'm just so like that's something that's so unique and special, and that's something that you don't get everywhere. And so for you guys to be that kind of people, to show other people what it's like to have that kind of relationship, that is one of the coolest parts about what I've seen about you two.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm just so proud to be your guys' friends as well.
Yeah. And just like the thing that we can change, like the Māori Pacific Islander, like we can change the blueprint of the families across New Zealand with what we have. It's just phenomenal. Like I have to like check in and remind myself that that's what we're doing sometimes, because it really is like we can do that for everybody. And with the way that we see diabetes on the increase, it's just needed so desperately. So I'm just so honoured to be one of the ambassadors along with you guys that's able to tell people about this. Yeah. And
I'm really curious to know what your guys' next goals are. Like, what are your goals for 2016? Like, what have you planned for yourself? For your body, for the rest of your ISA body challenge. Like, let us know. Like, well, I'm sure everyone's really keen to hear where you guys are heading.
Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
No, you can go first.
Okay. Well, one thing that's been on my mind for the last 2 years is family. And the last checkup that I went to last year, they were talking about I'm trying not to cry. I talking about my weight. So the only way that I'll be able to start my own family is to get my weight back under control. So that's one of my number one goals this year, is to start making my own family for myself and my partner.
And we've got Erin on the call, who's pregnant at the moment for the second time. So she's probably crying now, and I'm crying. So you're gonna have your own little love nest that you're finding, and then you'll be able to have a baby.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Isogenics baby.
I suppose.
What about you, Junior?
What's next for you, man?
For me, it's really building this business. For me this year, getting more people on and building our business. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, man.
That's
really
building our family fortune.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Your future.
Our empire.
Did you guys tell me before you even started Isogenics, when we had that meetup, you guys had some really cool goals that you had for yourselves and your future. And I know you guys are so passionate about the hospitality industry, and it's so cool to see people that passionate about something. So tell us a little bit, like both of you, just tell us a bit about what you guys want to be doing around your financial future and around the hospitality stuff.
Yeah. You want to go or?
I'll just say a little bit on it. Just to be able to open up our own restaurant and bistro kind of thing, and build a chain for ourselves, self, and then try and take it overseas. You want to take it from there, Junior?
Yeah. Yeah, our business. We're trying to build to make our own brand.
Yeah.
Have our own cafe, like the one we're at now, but much better.
Yeah.
More happy. Yeah.
And you can show people how to really enjoy food and have it be healthy. Like, you'll be able to
Yeah.
do that, which is really cool.
Yeah, that would be cool to have their own business.
Yeah.
On the side of isogenics business.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
which is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
It's
guys.
the ultimate goal.
Yeah, awesome. You guys are set for big things. I know that. So I just want to finish up by saying thank you so much for taking your time out to be on this call, both of you. It's just been amazing. And if anybody's got any questions for these guys, like we've got kind of 5 minutes to round up, so we'll unmute you. And if anybody wants to ask them anything, jump in and swing a question their way or two.
Cool. So I'll unmute you guys now. Just go ahead and shout out. Actually, unmute yourselves, and you can shout out.
Yeah, can I just ask you guys a question? Being that you've come from families that obviously are all about, like you guys said, all about eating and being together as a family unit, and that being a really important part of your culture, how did you get on when you started replacing meals with shakes? What was the family's reaction, and how did you respond and cope with those possibly negative input?
Really good question, Carl.
Jay, do you want to go first, or do you?
Well, for me, they think I was crazy. They said it wasn't food. But I told them in the long run that it would help me. So I just carried on doing my own thing. And they just let me in be. So I kept taking shakes. Oh, can't stop taking shakes. But yeah, pretty much they were okay with it after that.
Yeah. That unconditional love, right? And they just wanted to support you.
Yeah.
I think I got a different thing from my family, different from Junior's one. My one was, it's not gonna work. Shakes aren't food. You need food. You need to fill yourself. Look at you. You're getting small. You don't have enough nutrition in your body. Yeah, just all those things. And as the days went past, I was, drinking my shakes while they're having bacon and eggs kind of thing on a Saturday morning. And now that they look at me after Christmas, they're like, oh, damn, we should have been on your bus last year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
Awesome. You obviously knew from the start that you wanted to dig deep, and you obviously, Rach and Isaac must have really supported you well to have kept your why and your want and your reason at the forefront of your mind, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. If everybody knows, like, if you know me really well, I'm a really hard-headed person, and when you get people like Isaac and Rachel talking to me, oh man, they can really put some big ass ideas into my head, and I just take it and run with it.
Yes, love that. Fantastic. Thank you both for sharing.
Thank you.
Awesome
Thanks,
question, Karen. Thanks.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was the only thing we hadn't really covered. So thanks for that. Perfect.
I wanted to ask you two a question, Rach and Isaac.
Please, Mr. Adam Nisbet, go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to know, like, what did it feel like for you two? Because obviously I live with Rach and Isaac, everyone on the call, and I would only hear their version of what they were telling me before Kay and Junior signed up, during their first 30 days, and now where they're at. So I was hearing relayed messages. So it's been amazing to be on this call and hear it from Junior and Kay's perspective. And so what was it like for you, Rach and Isaac, to first of all talk to Junior and Kay about it, for getting them interested enough to come to a launch party, and now seeing what your actions have done to their life and how much it's actually changed it? Like, what was it? What did it feel like? And yeah, would you want to do it again?
I've just cried 15 times. Would I want to do it again? I just saw something in these guys, and I was like, they're mine. They're mine. that I'm having those people in my team and I'm going to make a difference in their health, and I don't care what it takes. Like, I'm not going to stop talking about this. And for anybody who knows me, my mum would say the same, that once I have an idea, I'm just like relentless, and I just knew that it was for them. Like, I knew in my heart. I never questioned like whether they were going to start, whether they weren't. Like, that was just never in my mind. I just knew I needed to get them to see what was possible. And then once I could get Kay to that event, I just knew it was game over. Like, that she was gonna share it with her friends. And it was funny because I shared it with Junior first, and he was having a bar of it. So I was like, how can you do this? Hey, the one that's positive, the one that's open, the one that will add me as a friend on Facebook, because Junior wouldn't add me as a friend to start with. Yeah, so I just went, I just got to get her to this Peter Kelly thing. And, you know, for anybody that went to Peter Kelly knows, she's just phenomenal, right? Like, this is going to be the same for a celebration. Like, anybody who's anyone needs to be at celebration. Like, anybody who's anyone, I just can't stress it enough. Because I walked away a different person from celebration, and I walked away a different person from that Peter Kelly event. It just all comes back down to events, and I know that anybody that comes to celebration with us will walk away different. They just will. And so I hope that answered your question, but yeah, I would do it. I'll do it again. I'll do it 100,000 times for 1,000 more lives. And it was single-handedly worth it. This whole experience, just do it for these two.
That's amazing.
Just to give a bit of context, really, to what Rachel's saying around why we're so passionate about working with Junior and Kay, and particularly for me, like, I come from a Māori background and have a bit of part of the background in me as well, and I'm really, really passionate about health, and so to mix the culture and background where some of my family comes from and health together and impact the health of those people, it's huge for me. And Rach and I, before we even met Junior and Kay, we had a commitment and a goal to transform the health of people in the Islander and Māori communities, and particularly people in South Auckland. And we were committed, and we're on a mission to find like-minded people just like Junior and Kay who are up for the same thing. And we're on the mission. Yeah. By ourselves. We couldn't do this by ourselves. We know we need other people, and we know the vehicle that we have of Isagenix makes this so much easier, our mission, by sharing this with other people, and then being able to share this with other people in their lives, and just so on and so on. And I just know within 2, 3, 4, 5 years time, we're just going to have a massive impact on the whole of New Zealand and the health epidemic and crisis we deal with, and the obesity that we deal with here. And so I'm definitely 150% going to be doing this again, man, and sharing the difference it makes for people's health.
Like, really, Adam, like, New Zealand has never seen anything like this. It can't have done, because else there would be change in what's going on from a health point of view. It's just, that's what's so. And everywhere we look, this is an issue. Everywhere I go. I can't ignore that. Like, I just go up and speak to people. I just ask them, like, oh, I just want to talk to you about your health, because like, we have something that can change that. And it's just, how could you not say anything? So when you see this, when you see what we've done for these two, it's inspiring. Cousins are messaging. Cousins are like, what are you up to? Like, we want to know what you're doing. His cousins didn't have a bar of it when we first started, so yeah.
Thanks, Adam. That was an awesome question. Thanks so much, man. And it's just such a pleasure for us to share this opportunity and have friends like Junior and Kay now through Isagenix. So we're going to finish up the call now, and I just want to thank everyone so much for being on it, and you guys are just awesome for giving.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
And thanks to Junior and Kay for giving you guys time to share.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Thanks very much, everyone.
Love you guys.
Love you.
Good night, everyone. Lots of love.
Night.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.